Hello, welcome. This is Lou, and if you've practiced with me before, you know that many of the practices are inspired by my own experiences or my misadventures at times, and this one is definitely one of them. And I have a tendency, I could be a little bit unmindful with things, let's say, maybe even a little bit arrogant in certain ways. And I caught myself doing this pretty recently where I was having a conversation with a friend who was a yoga teacher, and we were talking about the differences in teaching meditation or teaching yoga. And I was just expressing my dislike of teaching a lot of physical yoga. It's not really kind of my highest passion, but I do some classes. And I was saying these words to him, which now looking back was really dumb and very unmindful of me to say. And what I was saying to him was, you know what? I just really don't care about the body that much. I don't care about teaching it. I don't care about the way that it moves. It's just not my passion. And I was saying this with really just the word I got to just keep saying is unmindful, just a really unmindful way. And shortly after that, I think it was like a week or so, I was playing tennis with a friend and I sprained my ankle. And once I sprained my ankle that night, when I was lying in this excruciating pain that I could not get out of, I really cared about my body. And I realized how dumb the things that I was saying and how much I was taking for granted. And please, my situation is the tiniest thing of spraining an ankle compared to so many other things with the body. But just in that pain of a night, I forgot what real pain felt like. And I realized my shortcomings in this. And uh, these things are cliche, but it brought me back to that appreciation for, oh, right, yeah, it's really awesome when we don't have pain. That's really great. And it reminds me of something I think Thich Nhat Hanh would say, and something like, when we have a toothache, we know that not having a toothache is a wonderful thing. But when we don't have a toothache, we don't really think of the unhappiness that is not present. And I think that's a lot of places in our day, in our life, and with the body. So this practice is really inspired by that, in just noticing how our body's feeling, noticing what's not there, and then giving our body the love that we know that it deserves. So go ahead and begin to find your space. Find your breath, find your connecting point to the floor, to your chair. Begin to lengthen to the sides of your body and soften through your face and your shoulders, your thighs. And we're going to be putting kind of some good amount of attention on the body as we move through. But first, as we attune with our breathing, as we find our own rhythm and expansion and contraction, and we'll connect with the kind of the other fact that we have this body, but we are not this body. And this body is a vehicle for something so much greater. So with each breath, see if you can acknowledge and release into that greater part of you. Right? The I behind the I. and allowing us to ground in that space, in the part that is greater than our bag of bones. And just a few more here. Opening to the energies of the body that we can't see, we can't touch, or that we can't feel. And go ahead and we're going to take a breath in and soften and let that go. And just because we're not our bodies doesn't mean that we shouldn't revere our bodies. And Lord knows that many of us have spent enough time doing the opposite, with drinking and drugs and the whole slew of things that I'm sure many of us don't even remember. And it brings with it this sense of humility and surrendering that reminds us that, we are not in control. Right? This body started from seemingly nothing and grew into where it is today. And just acknowledging that is a miracle. And no matter how young or old we are or get, our body has its limits. So today we're going to show love and appreciation and reverence for what is here and what is not here in your own body. Whether we love it or not, whether we wish it was the body we had 20 years ago or not, we can still find appreciation for this vehicle that we find ourselves in. So I'm calling this more of not a body scan, but a body appreciation. So go ahead and let's start to just be aware of our forehead, maybe the top of the head, sides of the head. And as always, allowing kind of the breath to be your guiding light through our practice. To be that home base as we move. And as you start to notice different parts of your head, I'd like you to acknowledge if there's anything that's not there. I'd like you to acknowledge if there is maybe not a headache. And there might be, and that's part of also breathing and softening into that. But if there's not a headache, maybe you're remembering a time you did have a headache and wish it was like it is now. And appreciating different parts of your head and how it feels. And moving down into your eyes or your nose. Noticing if there's ever been an issue in these areas. Maybe you are a glasses wearer, maybe you've had poor sight. Maybe appreciating the sight that is still there, Noticing how the nose feels, how the breath feels through the nose, and if it's clear. You're recognizing a time that you had a cold and wish it was like this. Again, we're just acknowledging what's not there and appreciating what is. Moving down into your mouth. Moving into the neck, the shoulders, checking in with how they feel and what is not present. Moving through upper chest, and down through the chest area. We're actually going to come through the side of your body, the side of the torso. Noticing how it feels, noticing if you're able to sit up straight and just the length that you're able to create, maybe finding that appreciation. Noticing if there's any pain when you sit in your sides. And then we're going to actually bring it back up to your back. On the top of your back, middle of your back. And maybe you do suffer with back pain, chronic or not. Or maybe you once have, and just checking in, what's not there? And what can you find appreciation for? And seeing if we can find just peace in that, peace in what's not there. And go ahead and move up back into the shoulders, and let's move and scan to the arms. Triceps, biceps, elbows, forearms. Maybe noticing if you've ever broken an arm in your past and what that was like, how it felt to be in a sling or a cast for a little while. And maybe appreciating what is not there, that there is no cast. And moving down into your hands and your fingers. And these tools really that we are blessed with, and each finger allowing us to do so much. Maybe you've had pain here in the past or arthritis. Maybe you feel it now, maybe you don't. And if you don't, maybe finding peace in that. And if you do, breathing and seeing if you can still send some love for what they are able to do and release. And if you've kind of lost maybe a finger or have some sort of different dismemberment in your hand, still acknowledging yourself for moving through. We're going to come back up the hands and down and through the torso again into your abdomen, the belly. Connecting and maybe noticing if there was ever a time that you had stomach ache or even worse, food poisoning, and how all you wanted to do was be able to digest and feel okay in comfort. And do you feel that here? And moving down now to your tailbone, down to your seat, your hips, thighs. What is not present? Onto your knees, acknowledging if you've ever had some sort of surgery or any sort of issues. And again, if you have, we're just breathing and appreciating and releasing maybe any tension that's there. If we're not, we're just finding peace in the health of this part of our body. Move down into the calves and shins. How are they feeling? And down into the ankles, which at this moment are super relevant to me and my appreciation as I have gotten back on my feet. And at one point that night, all I wanted was to be out of pain and get some sleep. Finding peace for the health of our ankles, of our feet, of our toes. And the fact that we can walk and do the things that we want and love to do. And now checking in with the whole body. Giving space, and as a whole, how is the body physically? How are you feeling? And what's not present that could be? And I'm going to give us all just a minute to sit and to breathe and to notice. Just a little bit of silence to appreciate the body as a whole. And let's take a breath in together. And let that go. And for this last portion of our practice, we're going to do a loving kindness practice, but instead of to ourselves as a whole, we're really just going to focus on ourselves as our bodies. We're really going to use that key word of body to just change that awareness a little bit. So bringing the awareness on, again, the whole body. And repeating these words to yourself out loud or into your head, or you can just listen as I speak them. May my body be healthy. May my body be strong. May my body be easeful. And may my body support my dreams. Let's do that one more time. May my body be healthy. May my body be strong. May my body be easeful. May my body support my dreams. And now thinking of someone in your life that may be going through an injury or a physical illness that you'd like to wish these same things upon. And taking a moment to bring this person into your mind, into your awareness, and into your heart. And saying these words to them as it feels right for you. May your body be healthy. May your body be strong. May your body be easeful. May your body support your dreams. And maybe picking one of those to repeat to this person that feels like more what they need. And then finally bringing all of us, all beings everywhere, into our awareness, our friends, our pets, our loved ones, even our enemies. May every body be healthy. May every body be strong. May every body be easeful. May every body support their dreams. And start to come back into just your space. And maybe for a moment, again, reconnecting with that limitless part of yourself. And the part that is not the body. However, the part that we can trust, and the part that actually can really heal our body, heal our minds, can heal our misguided youth, and all of the blocks that we've put over our hearts. And whenever you feel ready, you can go ahead and start to open your eyes and come back into your room. As always, I thank you so much for practicing with me, and I hope this helps you honor and appreciate your body wherever it is at this moment. However better it can be, however skinnier it should be, whatever are the shoulds that we make up, just appreciating what is and what it's allowing us to do and to create. And so I hope you use your body for good, and I hope you continue to share your light and your love with those that you come across. As always, much love, and I'll see you again soon.